So something's coming that you're not prepared for. Not bad necessarily, just unexpected, the kind of thing that shifts your whole week when it arrives. That makes you stop, rethink, recalibrate everything you thought you knew about a situation. And I'm getting that some of you need to hear this before it happens so you're not blindsided, so you can receive it with some composure instead of pure reaction. Let's talk about what preparation actually looks like when you can't know specifics. Unexpected doesn't mean unprepared. You can't know what's coming. That's the definition of unexpected. But you can prepare your nervous system, your mental space, your emotional capacity. You can create internal stability so that when external chaos arrives, you don't collapse. Think about it like this: you don't know when the ground will shake, but you can build on solid foundation. You don't know when the wind will blow, but you can strengthen your structure. You don't know what's coming, but you can make sure you're not already at your breaking point when it does. That's what this is about. Some of you are already maxed out, already stressed, already overwhelmed, already running on empty, and something's about to require your attention, your energy, your presence. If you're already depleted, you won't handle it well. You'll react instead of respond. You'll spiral instead of stabilize. Not because you're weak, because you're human, and humans have limits. So, step one is creating space before you even know what you need space for. Just create it. What does that mean practically? Clear your schedule where you can. Don't overpromise this week. Don't say yes to things you don't have bandwidth for. Don't add pressure to a system that's already pressured. Give yourself margin, breathing room, flexibility, so that when something unexpected lands, you have capacity to meet it. I'm seeing phones, specifically messages, calls, notifications that arrive and change temperature. Could be good news, could be complicated news, could be we need to talk news, but whatever it is, it's coming through your phone. And it's going to require something from you: attention, decision, response, action, something you didn't plan for, something you weren't anticipating. Hold on. Here's what I need you to understand about unexpected communication. The first response is usually wrong. When you're caught off guard, your brain goes into reaction mode: fight, flight, freeze, fawn, whichever one is your default. And none of those are great for making decisions or responding thoughtfully. So, rule one: when the unexpected hits, pause. Don't respond immediately. Don't react from the shock. Let the information land. Let your system process. Give yourself literally any amount of time between receiving and responding: 5 minutes, an hour, a day if you can. And whatever keeps you from that initial reactive impulse that you'll regret later. I'm seeing some of you getting information about someone, not from them, about them, through a third party, through discovery, through something you weren't meant to see yet. And it's going to reframe things. It's going to make you question, make you reconsider, make you wonder what else you don't know. If that happens, remember this: information out of context is dangerous. Before you make it mean something, get the full story. Before you jump to conclusions, ask questions. Before you decide someone's guilty, let them speak. Partial information creates partial truth, and partial truth is often full lie. So be careful with fragments, be careful with secondhand reports. Be careful assuming you understand based on limited data. For others, I'm getting something more direct. Someone reaching out who hasn't reached out in a while. Someone showing up who's been absent. Someone saying something they haven't been able to say before. And it's going to catch you off guard because you'd settled into their absence. You'd made peace with the silence. You'd moved on in certain ways. And now they're back. Or trying to be, and you're not sure what to do with that. Because part of you wants to engage, wants to hear them, wants to see if something's different. But another part is protective, cautious, remembering why there was distance in the first place. Both parts are valid, both parts are wise. The question is which one you're going to let lead. And that's not a question I can answer for you. That's yours to sit with. Here's what I will say though. Just because someone reaches out doesn't mean you have to reach back. Just because someone wants to talk doesn't mean you have to engage. Just because something's unexpected doesn't mean it's required. You have agency here. You have choice. Don't let surprise turn into obligation. Some of you are going to receive an apology you've been waiting for, and it's going to feel good, validating, like finally someone sees what they did. But here's the thing about apologies that come late. They're for them more than you. They're about their guilt, their growth, their need to clear their conscience, which is fine. People should apologize when they've caused harm, but you don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to forgive immediately, don't have to reconcile, don't have to make them feel better about apologizing. You can receive it, acknowledge it, and still maintain your boundaries. I appreciate you saying that. I need time to process. That's complete. That's enough. You don't owe more than that. Don't let their discomfort with your processing become your problem to solve. Hold on. Let me talk about what unexpected can look like on the positive side. Because not everything coming is heavy or complicated. Some of you are about to get surprising good news. Opportunity you didn't apply for. Money you didn't expect. Outcome you'd given up on. And weirdly, that can also be destabilizing because you'd adjusted to things not working out. You'd made backup plans. You'd emotionally prepared for disappointment. And now you have to readjust to something actually going your way. That's disorienting in its own way. You might not trust it, might wait for the other shoe to drop, might have trouble receiving it fully because you are conditioned to things being hard. If that's you, practice receiving. Practice saying thank you without but. Practice letting good things be good without searching for the catch. Practice believing that things can work out, can come easy, can surprise you pleasantly. You've had enough hard surprises. You're allowed soft ones too. And when they come, let them land. Let them count. Let them in. I'm also getting career stuff for some of you. Unexpected offer, unexpected conversation, unexpected shift in dynamics. Someone noticing your work who you didn't think was paying attention. Someone reaching out with proposal you weren't anticipating. Someone creating opportunity you didn't see coming. And it's going to require quick decision making. This is where having space matters. If you're already overwhelmed, you'll say no from exhaustion or say yes from desperation. Either way, not from clarity. But if you've created margin, you can actually assess, can actually ask the right questions, can actually evaluate if this serves you, can make a decision that's strategic instead of reactive. Um, so again, create space now before you know what it's for. Let me address the emotional preparation side because unexpected things hit emotionally even when you're mentally prepared. Your feelings are going to react. That's not something you can control. What you can control is what you do with those feelings. When you feel activated, anxious, angry, scared, excited, whatever it is, notice it, name it. I'm feeling anxious right now. That simple act of naming creates distance between you and the feeling. You're not the anxiety, you're the person experiencing anxiety. That distinction matters, gives you agency. Then ask yourself what the feeling needs. Does it need expression? Do you need to journal, talk to someone, move your body? Does it need soothing? Do you need to breathe, ground, comfort yourself? Does it need action? Do you need to address something directly instead of sitting with discomfort? Different feelings need different responses. Tune into what yours is asking for instead of just reacting to it being there. And remember, intense feelings are temporary. Even when they feel permanent, even when they feel like they'll swallow you, they peak, they pass, they move through if you let them. Don't make permanent decisions from temporary emotional states. Feel what you feel, honor it, let it move, then decide from the other side. That's emotional maturity, not suppression, not indulgence, just skillful navigation. Here's something else. Whatever's coming might require you to set a boundary you haven't set before, to say no when you usually say yes, to protect yourself when you usually accommodate, to choose yourself when you usually defer. That might feel uncomfortable, might feel selfish, might feel wrong. It's not, it's just new. New always feels wrong before it feels right. Your nervous system interprets new as dangerous because unknown is dangerous to survival. But you're not in danger, you're just in growth. And growth always requires doing things you haven't done before. So expect discomfort. Don't let discomfort become evidence you're doing something wrong. Sometimes discomfort just means you're doing something different. Let me talk logistics for a second. Practical things you can do right now to prepare for whatever's coming. 1, check in with yourself physically. How's your sleep, your eating, your basic self-care? If those are a mess, shore them up. Even a little bit helps. You can't handle unexpected stress well when your body's already stressed. 2, identify your support system. Who can you call if you need to process? Who's safe to be vulnerable with? Don't wait until you're in crisis to figure out who your people are. Know now, so when you need them, you can reach without hesitation. 3, clear your physical space if you can. Cluttered environment creates cluttered mind. You don't need everything perfect, just a little order, a little breathing room makes it easier to think clearly when you need to. 4, write down your non-negotiables. What are your boundaries? What are your values? What are you not willing to compromise? Having those clear before pressure arrives makes it easier to hold them when pressure arrives. Because in the moment, everything feels negotiable. Everything feels like maybe you should just know. decide now. So later you just reference instead of reinvent. And that's the value of preparation. Not knowing what's coming, but knowing who you are when it does. Look, I can't tell you exactly what's about to happen. Can't give you specifics because this reading isn't about specifics. It's about readiness, about resilience, about not being caught completely off guard. Some of you need to hear that something's shifting so you stop autopiloting, so you pay attention, so you stay present. Because whatever's coming requires your presence, your awareness, your conscious choice, not your reaction, not your pattern, not your default, your actual present empowered response. And you can't give that if you're half asleep in your own life. So wake up, pay attention, get ready, not from fear, from strength, not from anxiety, from groundedness. You're not preparing for disaster. You're preparing to meet life skillfully, whatever it brings, however it arrives. You've got capacity for this. You've handled unexpected before.